All right, guys, welcome. Happy Sunday. You guys are here. You're the hardcore fitness folks, the ones that see results. You're the type of people that get the results, and the reason why is because you are prioritizing nutrition. So that's the foundation of CrossFit. It's the hierarchical development of an athlete. Everything starts with nutrition. That's why we're here. My journey in particular, I've been doing the fitness thing for over 20 years. I've put on, believe it or not, 50 pounds of muscle. I started at 120 pounds way back when, and nutrition has been a huge part of that. And mainly, it's just been slow, steady, consistency over those 20 years to do that, but there has been a few highlights or little sprints that have made a difference. One, I put on 15 pounds of muscle in 6 months by really focusing on nutrition. I just really dialed in nutrition for those 6 months, kind of force-fed myself with protein, and so that's where I saw a huge change was with nutrition. Also, when I had kids, I was only able to work out maybe 2 days a week, 3 days a week sometimes, for a year, and I kept relatively the same body composition, and the way I did that was nutrition, right? And then most recently, a few months ago, kind of turned up my fitness and nutrition again, and did this exact thing, a protein challenge for a month, and lost 2% body fat in that first 3 weeks, just by doing exactly what you guys are going to be doing over the next month. So all that to say is nutrition is huge, and this particular thing that we're going to do for a month is relatively simple, but I think you guys are all going to see, or I know you guys are all going to see really good results. So Julia, if you want to, she'll kind of kick it off with what exactly we're going to do for a month, and we'll go through the lineup.
Yes, right, guys. So my name is Julia. For who doesn't know me, I know most people from Nashua, I already know who I am. But if you are from Pepper, so Higgin, I used to coach in Pepper Thursday morning. Now I'm only here on Nashua, but I'm also a CrossFit coach, and now in January I started my journey with being a nutrition coach. I always love to focus on my nutrition goals as athlete. So I find a passion on starting doing nutrition coach, help others with what I know and with their goals. It is why I'm here today, for help you out with that. The goal of this challenge, it is most of what you was hearing about it before, it is protein focused. So it is kind of hard when you come to protein, once you're overeating protein, so that's what Selena gonna talk, how much of protein base that you should be eating a day, because protein is very important for you for muscle recovery and everything, but also overeating protein, it is not good for you. So your body take a long time to digest protein, faster than carbs. It's faster for digest, and fat it is faster to digest. But when it comes to protein, it's something that you have to be careful for. You have the right amount, but on the same time, don't go over. And when it comes to this challenge, like Eric said before, it's gonna be simple things that you can do, but remember, simple is not easy. So every time when you feel dismotivated to keep doing this challenge, remember why you start, why we are here, why is your goals. Everybody here has a different goal, and it's important about when it's come to go out of your comfort zone, never is gonna be easy. It's never gonna be that simple. Someday you don't wanna drink the water that you have to drink. Someday you not want to be here on the gym working out. But I was again, go back to your goals and remember why you are here, why you decided to start, why nutrition is important. And also, you're gonna talk this a little bit more. When it comes to nutrition, it is the same thing of exercise. It's not only exercise. So you have to look for the whole thing. It is your life. It is how you manage your stress. It is your sleep. It is your support system, who you have around you, who is gonna support you. And that's why we're here, to help you with your goals through this challenge. We're gonna have the teams. So this is gonna make you feel more motivation. It's you're not alone on your journey, going out of like your comfort zone. And us as nutrition coach has so many hard times as you as our client. So it's like it's not easy for us as the same thing is not easy for you. And we totally understand that, and that's why we are here for help you with support and accountability through this challenge, right?
So a lot of us got the scan already. So we probably have a general idea of where most of us want to be in terms of body weight. I didn't even introduce myself, sorry. I'm Selena. I started actually coaching here in Nashua a couple years ago. Now I'm just primarily over in Sauhegan. Just kind of diving in with coaching first, and then also realized how much nutrition makes a big deal. I've been doing this for 9 years. A lot of people hit that like plateau factor of like, we can't lift any more weight than we used to. And I found that through nutrition, I'm still able to make PRs. I'm still able to PR my workout from last year. But I wasn't able to do that with just focusing on coming to the gym every day. So nutrition does make a huge difference in terms of your fitness level, even in terms of like your day-to-day, your energy levels and things like that. So just some things to pay attention to as you go through the challenge. Like Julia said, definitely not going to be easy. So when we are looking at your goals, think about that initial body weight that you guys are aiming to be at. You guys should be having at least 1 gram per pound of body weight that you are, of ideal body weight. So say I'm 135 pounds. Say my goal was to be 130 pounds. Then I would need to intake 130 grams of protein, right? For a lot of us, that may seem like a lot, and it is, but when we think about it, the small changes are what's gonna make a big difference. So maybe the first thing that we might start working towards is how much we have in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I know for lunch and dinner, typically I have like 4 ounces of meat. Just making a simple increase from like 4 ounces to 6 ounces between like your lunch and your dinner does make a huge difference. That's 23 grams roughly of like meat, and then just making it to that 6 ounces, like 34 grams, right? So you can think about it that way, just making changes small and steady. Also, you can think about how many meals do I have in a day. If you have 5, maybe aiming for like 30 grams per meal, all right? I say meal, but I don't mean like big things of meals 5 times a day. That's a lot. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks in between. Make sure that protein is included in all of those things. As Julia said, it is going to be difficult. Through the first few weeks, I do expect you guys to feel like you can't eat all of it, all right? And that's okay. We're gonna ease our way into it, so we'll go over that in a little bit more in depth. But the first week, kind of just aiming for at least within 15 grams of protein that you want to intake. So say I have 130 grams is my goal. I'd like you guys to try to hit maybe 120, right? So you can be 15 off, and we'll slowly increase that. It is going to get easier as we go through it, but just kind of listen to your body. If you're not hungry, don't want you guys to force feed yourself at the end of the day until like later on in that challenge, right? Moving on to Juan.
So my name is Juan. A lot of you might not know me because I just joined in like June. I've been doing CrossFit since like 2016. I got my level 1 in 2019, and I became a nutrition coach like 2 years ago. The real reason why I became a nutrition coach was because when I started CrossFit, the workouts were great. I was seeing results, I was making gains, but I really could never achieve the look that I wanted. And it's because I never really had somebody to tell me or guide me on what those points were that I needed to do with my nutrition. When we talk about nutrition, this is like 80% of the equation. Working out is great, you're gonna feel great, you're gonna make a lot of progress, but then eventually when we hit those plateaus, it's our nutrition that really changes the game. So moving into this competition, we're gonna be getting scored on 4 things. So it's gonna be protein. Selena kind of touched on this, so it's gonna get harder and harder to hit our protein as we progress through this challenge. Week 1, it's gonna be, you have 15 grams. So you can be below 15 grams of your goal. Let's say for me, it would be, I need to hit 200 grams. If I'm at 185, I hit my goal for week 1. Week 2, it's going to be minus 10 grams. So if I hit 190, I hit my goal, but if I hit 185, I didn't hit my goal, I didn't get that point. Week 3, you guys are going to kind of see the trend here, it's going to be 5 grams. And then the last week, there's no leeway, you have to hit your goal. Cool? That's 1. 2 is going to be water. So what we're looking for here is we want to be making sure we're drinking at least a gallon of water a day. It's going to kind of be added on. So this is how you can score more points. The third one is going to be sleep. For this one, we're looking for 7 hours of sleep a night. All right? The reason why this is very important is because when we're very, very stressed, our sleep is what allows us to recover. Our sleep is what allows us to, feel energized, eat the foods that we need to eat, and actually have energy, right? How many times have we gotten home at the end of the day? We know we're supposed to eat, that plate of chicken and rice, but we're so tired that we can't even make chicken. So then what do? We go and order pizza because it's easier, right? This is where we really want to make sure that this is very important and that we're hitting those 7 hours. Last one, guys, is going to be protein, water, sleep, gym. I know for a fact, a lot of you guys are probably coming to the gym more than 3 times a week. You guys are really good about hitting the gym. So this is where we're gonna not really, dive in too much on the fitness side because you guys are already doing that really, really well.
I'll throw you a bone there.
Yeah.
Easy one.
Like that one I'm gonna hit every single day.
Alright? And these are gonna be our point systems. Alright? Now you might be asking yourself, how do I know if I hit 200 grams of protein? What I want you guys to do right now is take out your phones, go on your app store, and we're gonna download MyFitnessPal. Some of you might already have this app. All right? It's this blue. It looks like the Jumpman on Nike, It's a free app. It allows you to track how much you're eating a day. All right, now raise a hand. How many of us have used this app before? Dude, this is beautiful. Let's go. Now, how many of us know how to use the app? Confidently. Okay, I love it. And now, how many of us knows how to go and check how much protein we've hit that day? Cool. So this is where the accountability comes in. When we're in our groups, you guys are going to get divvied up into groups. Juju's going to be a coach. Selena's going to be a coach. I'm going to be a coach. Every night, if you're on my group, I'm going to ask you guys to send your screenshot of your nutrition. So what I want to see is protein, and it's going to be your goal. Now, how many of us know how to change what our goal is? How many of us just downloaded it and let MyFitnessPal give you whatever it gave you? All right, so this is where we're going to learn. When you hit more, it's going to take you to a settings side. When we go to goals, it's going to allow you to adjust your goals. Right here where it says calories, carbs, protein, fats. Once we get our results from our InBodies and once we know what our protein goal is, this is where we're going to go ahead and adjust this. If you've paid for it, you can actually do it to the gram. If you have the free version, we're just trying to get as close as possible, but ultimately, you guys know how much protein you need to hit. Does that make sense? Cool. And now the last thing is, how are we going to be keeping track of this? We're going to be having a Google spreadsheet where it's a yes/no column. Did you hit your protein? Yes. Did you hit your water? Yes. Did I hit my sleep? No. Did I hit the gym? I hope yes. All right, guys. And yep, question.
For the gym, is it every day? That's 6 months.
Yeah, you get a point for every day you
go
get
to
the
the
gym.
gym.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it can be also just moving. So if you go for a hike or you go for a walk, we'll count that too. It doesn't need to be a CrossFit class.
Yeah, let's say it's a super busy day, you didn't go for a workout, but you still went out for a 30-minute walk, that counts.
And these are gonna stack. So the points are gonna stack. So week 1, you're gonna get a point for protein, and you also get a point for I think we're gonna do sleep week
First?
1.
Yeah.
So you get a point for if you got your protein, and you get a point for if you got your 7 hours of sleep. So you get that every day. The next week, you'll get a point for protein, sleep, and water intake. So you get even more opportunity for points there on that second week. The third week, you'll also add in the gym, so moving. And then the fourth week, we're going to introduce the plate method, right, on the fourth week. So so on the fourth week, we're going to start to dabble in like the other macronutrients besides protein, which would be carbs and fats.
Yes, I want to talk about that. Like the goal, it is protein, folks, but it's you not have to cut your carbs, guys. Like don't cut totally the carbs. I have some clients that are like, oh my God, I eat rice. I cannot eat rice. I cannot eat bread. It's not like that. We do CrossFit, and like all of us know we need energy. And where does energy come from? From carbs. So make sure everybody eat those carbs so come to the gym with a lot of energy. Now it's because you have to focus on protein that you're gonna forget all of the other macronutrients. You have protein, carbs, and fat. So like all of those have to be balanced correctly. Of course, like most people have hard time eating protein or know what is the best source of protein that you have to eat. That's why we're here to help you, but it's not because the goal is protein, folks, that you have to forget all of the other macronutrients that your body needs.
Okay.
Yeah, if you just especially if you're trying to lean out or weight loss, like you don't want to just dial up and just eat more food. We want to increase protein as the main thing we're increasing, not just everything across the board, because then it'll just be weight gain or whatever. So protein is you can really have a ton of protein and it's not going to convert to body fat. That's the good thing about protein. It'll keep you full and it's not going to be easily turned into body fat. So trying to make sure you're still getting carbs. Don't just eat 100% protein, but at the same time we don't want to if we're having a sandwich with meat in it, we don't want to just have 2 sandwiches with meat in it. We want to double the meat in the sandwich, if that makes sense. Right.
Now, how many of us are scared about the protein? How many of us have a hard time hitting our protein goals? Beautiful. So in this challenge, what we're going to do is every week, we're going to actually send you guys like little meals that like we actually make for ourselves in our day-to-day life.
Food to my house.
No,
That's what he said.
we're going to post recipes. We're going to post recipes.
That's what wants.
All right, recipes. Come on, they'll be in the fridge. No, we're going to post recipes in our groups and on the Facebook so that way you guys can see exactly what it is we eat on a daily basis to hit our protein goals. Okay?
I like your style. But on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I was like gonna have a new protein tip how you can increase your protein in your meals. Sometimes they're gonna come video, sometimes they're gonna come like very explain, like describe on text. But if you guys have any questions how I can do that, I don't know how I can do that, you can always ask on the group, and every time when you are available, we will do our best to answer you on that time. Right?
You guys can also, I was just thinking this, add us as friends on MyFitnessPal. When you do that, you can look at our diaries and actually just look at our meals as well. And if you ever have a question, you can reach out to any of us and be like, hey, what was this meal that you had? And we can send over the recipe. That way you guys have access to meals.
Yes, and if you guys have any like tips for give to your friends, it's always welcome to. Like I tried this new recipe and I love that, was very helpful. I feel full, I feel energized to do my workout, and I want to share with my friends. This gives more motivation to all of like those around you for like keep tracking, keep like getting better with the results and everything. And also like send pictures for us so then we can see like how's your progress, like keep again everybody around you on the same group motivated, because it's not every day that you are motivated, and when you have someone to give you like that extra motivation, you like keep doing what you have to do. Right? Gonna open for questions. If anybody has a question, you can lift your hands and you're gonna go over. Any questions about it? All right, you guys are pretty okay. I have one.
So is our coach gonna help us figure out what protein goal is?
Yes.
Yep. So we're gonna actually like talk to you guys, figure out what your goal should be, and then that's gonna be how you get your points. The other thing, guys, is this is really just about accountability. So like really lean in on us, lean in on your group that you're gonna get paired up with. Because like, let's say you go out to a restaurant, don't just say, oh, I can't hit my protein, it's over. Like, send me the menu, I'll help you out. I'll be like, all right, like look, based on this menu, I think you should have this dish, it'll help you hit the most protein. You know what I mean? Like, lean in on us, we're here to keep each other accountable.
Does anyone not have Facebook here? Okay.
I also don't have a smartphone, so.
Okay. Awesome.
You can do it on the desktop.
Pardon?
For MyFitnessPal.
Lots of respect for that. Yeah.
Peace.
But yeah, we will do like a Facebook group where if you guys have questions, like try to post your questions there because the question you have might be something someone else has. So post your questions in that Facebook group, and then maybe we'll set you up with Trainer Eyes if they don't have Facebook, and you can ask questions through there.
Yeah, just post all of the questions, guys. Again, we don't have stupid questions. We don't have questions that is not important. All of the question, it is important and it's helpful, even for us. Maybe like we're gonna learn something from you, and that's what we expect. Like not only we help you, but you also help us to be a better coach. And this is like always happen with communicate. So like, don't ask us that you're gonna bore us. It's not. You're always gonna like help us be a better coach and like help you with support and accountability through this challenge, right? Any other questions about it? Gonna keep going with the in-body scan so then we can see how protein they have to get it on your body.
How many is this their first time tracking protein? It'll be fun, promise.
That's the hardest part is getting my phone up and tracking. I
Yeah.
swear.
Yeah,
If
that's
you-
what I did when I was doing this, and what I am going to do is I just have my notepad in my phone, and I just every meal, like, I add it up. So 30 grams for breakfast, 15
So
for
you
snack.
didn't put it directly into MyFitnessPal?
No, I
You
just
did
purely
the-
track the protein. So I would look like how many grams of protein is in this, and then I just put it in my notepad. Just at the end of the day, I'd see where I was at. And then, yeah.
Sorry. I would just be mindful of whatever it says, say you got something, be mindful of that the same macros or the same protein intake is on what's on MyFitnessPal, so that they're even. So if I have a thing of chicken, it's always going to be the same, but it's like 20 grams on the actual package, thank you. And then say it's like 25 on MyFitnessPal, just make sure that you find one, you can go through them, and that it says 20 grams. That way it's not off and it's just as accurate as possible.
Yeah, what helped on the corner, I think, of MyFitnessPal, like right on the top, they have like a check. So like you click on that check, so it's gonna be like a verified check. So like I was gonna be easier because MyFitnessPal would like make sure that is the correct macros for you. Like because everybody can just log in the macros for the food. So like MyFitnessPal, like they grab all of those data that they have. So it is good you're looking for the certified, like what is the name of the little thing?
Verification.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Help with all the words.
All right, any other question, guys? All right.
Let's go, guys. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Here we go. Who is 90% confident they're gonna, at least 80 to 100, gonna hit all of those goals? Guys, you have to be confident. If you're not confident, how is gonna help?
We gotta crush this.
Here we go. All right.
Ultimately, guys, this is gonna be like your check marks to know if like during the holidays, if you're, keeping up with your goals, right? Because like once we get into the habits of hitting this, you're gonna be able to keep doing this forever. Like that's the goal.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank-
well, did we say it'll be a Google sheet that you just go in and fill out your points? So it'll all be tallied up, your name, you just that day if you hit it, put in the points and it'll tally it all up. So
When does it start tomorrow?
yeah, starts tomorrow.
Yes,
grocery shopping.
Monday.
Carb load tonight.
First week.
Dude,